Hello, fellow board builders. Queuebe's back with another episode. Today we're having an episode 7 where I have decided we're gonna make this episode a building episode 2 as the previous one. Only because I tried sailing my ship once again and almost crashed here. So, as I mentioned in previous one, we need to light up these stones so that we know, especially at night, where not to crash. And you see the mouth here is pretty narrow. And at night it's really difficult. It might be my display settings and brightness settings, but we're still gonna make some navigation lights and maybe even a few lighthouses. One's definitely back at our port, and once maybe here. So we'll see, especially at night, how many light we get from the torches, and especially the new ones that we just received from our swamp. And yeah, here you see this looks ugly. This side looks ugly, and I want to change it. So I'll show you in a short how we're gonna change that. And yeah, tag along for a build video. First things first, I've already done my homework and we have almost a full cart of stone. So that we plan is, to be honest, to build all my plan that I have in my head that I haven't showed you full one in one go. Meaning without having to go mine stone again. It's not the best or most entertaining of the processes that there are in Valheim, but you know, a Viking has to do what a Viking has to do. So first of all, we are going to change this whole pier to be a normal proper pier, and here I'm thinking about the tower, so let's see how that goes. So this is what resembles a tower idea that I have. I've built already up to orange levels, which I don't want to build further because I'm thinking about some wooden structure up there. But before we do that, it would be really smart for us to put in some stairs, because I don't want to rebuild this quite a few times. So let's take a bunch of wood. And I already measured the stairs that I like will not fit. So we'll have to use these ones, which I'm not a fan of. Before we do that, we can put in some slabs for our ground level, which should be, I think, somewhere here. No, that's way too high up. We should go one level down. Then we can use our pickaxe, if I manage to equip that, to get the ground a bit lower. And if we're doing that... Oop. Yeah, we should be able to put in the slabs. And the ground level here. I'm rising that one up. And that's building for you folks. I think I will be redoing these quite a bit. I want to start climbing up here. Oh no. Ah, okay. So we cannot do that. So probably we're gonna do the... We're missing requirements. Workbench, really? I just built... Yeah. Fine now. We're gonna have and do some half floors. Let's see where you end up. Here, and you're one too low. That means one that sorry, this means if I want it or not, we have to build this level 1 up, or 1 level up. So put you in, destroy you, destroy you, destroy you. And put it by 1 block up. I will not be filling in. I'll destroy you. Get you up. Oh, it's getting dark. Get you in there. And get you in here. Okay, so now that we have our ground level, we'll be fine. But first, we need to rest. So I managed to build our tower. It doesn't look too big, and I'm experimenting with these railings. I'm not sure if I like it or no. I definitely like it for defensive purposes, because it doesn't obstruct the upper view, and you can take aim with the bow really... Can I snipe it? Nope. You can take aim with the bow really good, and there's nothing obstructing it. We'll see how it looks after it weathers down a bit, and if I'm sick of repairing that every now and then. And I'm experimenting with these little details here, which is wooden beams. And now what we're doing is continuing the pier. So we leveled the ground up and it's accessible from here. Now what I need to do is to clear up this whole port or pier area, and which is kind of annoying for one particular reason. Okay, let's get rid of the stone. And that reason is that I have to go and snap all of these bottom ones in the water. And if you ever worked or built underwater in Valheim, you know my pain probably. It doesn't look bad until you get into the bad spot where everything goes to shit, basically. So now that we have our first part of the pier, I essentially made this not to be straight, as I don't like unnatural forms in these kind of builds, but yeah, we'll see how it goes in the future. And that's how, if I don't drown, let's get on the side. Oh, come on, Viking. Yes. This is how it looks here, and I removed the fence here as we don't need it anymore. If enemies are swimming down here to go here, that's kind of their fault, and if they do, they're very slow targets, and I don't think we're gonna have a problem. The second part of this port build, let's call it a port build, is to build here a lighthouse. And it should be circular and a bit more high, or a bit higher up than this one, if building materials allows that. So my plan is, and because, oh, you can build on here, can you? Yeah, we can. Okay. So my plan is here to find a relatively flat spot, or a good spot to enter, because we will be entering from here. And I am not destroying this, but I might put in some stairs to hide that it's stone. And I want to leave this as a natural stone because of the shape and how it looks. I find it awesome to utilize natural generated terrain in my builds. So now I'm gonna find some kind of relative spot that we can do a circular building here. I think I'm gonna start... Yeah, I think I'm gonna start from here and start rotating bit by bit. It will be a kind of a small build. Probably end up in a shape like this. We have run out of stone, which means that this is the progress. It's not much, but we started on our lighthouse, which is kind of circular, kind of oblong. It's still an experiment, so we'll see if this will look like a finished product or no. But yeah, it needs a bit more height for me to decide if it's should be like this or change a bit to be a bit different. Well, we'll see. For now, I need to go and gather more stone, which is a grind in itself.
3 weeks later.
So we have another cart full of stone that I grinded out, which means we might be able to finish what I have in my mind, but we also might not. Wish me luck, and let's continue building this tower up. So our lighthouse is somewhat nearing its finish. Let me not suicide myself while jumping from our tower. It came out quite big, but in the grand scheme of things, when the build will be nearing its end, I think it will probably fit right in. It's supposed to be a lighthouse, so it's supposed to be high. I don't know if I'm getting it shorter or no, because the proportions are kind of okay at the moment. As you see, it's missing a bit of depth, which I will be working on to give it more texture and depth. And of course, we're gonna put our huge bonfire up there, so we can see our home at night while sailing from the sea. And yeah, of course, it's functioning inside. We have a staircase up. I'm probably not doing much with the interior because of how we're lacking on space here. As you see, I tried to do a crown, something similar to our tower. And yeah, it's definitely high up there. I might extend this one level up, because we can actually do that. I think we can even do... Can we do 3? Yeah, I mean, we might even be getting this 3 blocks higher. So we'll see how we get along with that. We might do it, we might not. I'm not sure. If we do it, we'll be This will be the highest building in the base, at least for now. Also, our garden area kind of looks great from underneath. This will be changed a bit. I'm thinking offline how I'm gonna do it, but probably it will go somewhere like here in this corner. We're gonna lose this staircase because we have that one. And we'll think about what we're gonna do to reach that parapet from inside our base. Probably somewhere from here, from kitchen area. But that's in future. We're gonna do a separate probably rebuild of this whole garden area. For now it's fine. What we're missing still is the whole rework for our pier or dock area. I'm calling this whole area port, but this place is our dock. As you see, it's all grayed out because of the environment, and it needs to be rebuilt. I'm thinking it a bit bigger, so probably extending more to the right here and probably a bit here. So we're gonna be extending probably this land, filling it in, and then we're gonna redo it in stone and wood combination, because wood doesn't get grayed out if you put it directly on stone, and you don't need to repair that every, I don't know, few Valheim days. So that's the remaining plan for this episode. I'm gonna start demolishing this and rebuilding. I hate them to demolish this. I really like how it looks, and I'm thinking I might be able to do it better. Well, I have finished the main work with the pier here, made of the fully now made of the stone. We'll see in the future if I'm extending this pier to here or even all the way around this tower. But that's in future. For now, we expanded the pier, made it a bit wider to accommodate our new ship that we're gonna build. And as of now, I have extended it here a bit. We'll see how we want to do it in future. How long, how big. For now, it serves as a good defense. And yeah, right now what's left is a bit detailing here, be detailing here, and detailing here. So I'm gonna take you along this detailing trip when I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do. Hopefully it turns out good. And I can say one thing: I hate building in the deep water or deeper water. These stone walls took me ages. Oh, and I dropped them. Because you cannot take out your hammer. And the swell, the waves will pick you up, and it's Jesus how annoying that is. But yeah, now we have a normal stairs here, so we can jump out whenever we like. If we fall in, we don't need to use the boat anymore. And yeah, let's go detailing. As we are detailing, this lighthouse, you notice, is very, very homogeneous. It's a checkered pattern and has no depth in it whatsoever. So I was thinking that we need to change that a bit, and I came up with this. So as you see, it's not perfect, but it does give it more depth and it's more interesting to look, and actually looks more like a medieval building than this side. So I'm gonna go and repeat what we did here to that other side, and we'll see how we can incorporate something here. Maybe some kind of ornament, I'm not sure, or just a banner to hide it a bit. But yeah, definitely it doesn't look good from this angle, but if we look here, looks way better, way better. It's still homogeneous and kind of a bit too perfect, but it looks better. We did something similar with that tower. We just overlapped the pattern. We would have more brick layer, masonry pattern than this. And yeah, I'm gonna go and repeat this here. We'll see how it looks afterwards. I really enjoy doing these kind of little improvements. And that's how it looks. It's way more interesting to look at. It's probably not as good as this one. But yeah, definitely better than squares as it was before, as here. So that's the detailing part. I'm gonna look how to make some banners and get them on. I need to select the style of the banner that I want to work with. It probably won't be anything extraordinary, but it'll be something. And I think the color here, we have 3 colors: gray, brown, and then blue for water. And I think, yeah, red, the standard Viking red banner will work really good here. Of course, not too much. And yes, we still need to light a fire there. We'll have it as an occasion. When we decide that this episode is finished, we're gonna light the fire here and say that, yeah, we're done. We're done for now with this improvement at the base. As far as I look now, I really like it. I really enjoy building it. And yeah, just look how cool it looks from up here. We have our bay area, our inlet of water, we have our deforested area here, and the huge blob of our base of wooden structure that we need to also start working someday soon. But this was a priority for now. Well, and that's our color scheme. I put 3 flags, one here. It really does fit. I'll think about future doing some ornaments on the walls here so they are not as boring as they are. Yeah, and for now we parked our ship here. We have 1 flag here too, and the 3rd one is on that tower. I'm planning to put flags on all 3 unused sides, because on that side we have an entrance. And yeah, so pretty much I think detailing is finished. I will be looking in future how... Oh, and those are getting brown because they are not on stone, but you are. Okay, we'll deal with that. Also, we'll see if these posts are too busy or no, if we're removing some. Let's see, every second one, like this. I destroyed my workbench. So yeah, we'll see if you're destroying some of the posts or no. For now, it does seem on the verge of being too busy and no. So yeah, we'll see. And because this is detailing time for us, and there is one big celebration here at the moment, and it's Midsummer. So I think in Valheim, before Christmas, we built a Christmas tree. And because it's Midsummer, we can build a maypole. Let's plunk it here in our garden. I was thinking about this place, but it will be too busy. And I want to have a few more beehives. And yeah, and it's a celebration of Midsummer. It's very nice to be able to do that. For one more thing, in a few days, I'm leaving for Stockholm to see real Vikings and real Viking Midsummer celebration. And let's see, no, it's only 11. Okay, 11 here. We are a tad too short. No, we're not. We're fine. Here's 10. Here's 11. We need to push our maypole a meter or so to the left. We might need to move our boars just a tad. Something like this. Well, boars, you are living a good and happy life here. Even though you're being cold for my meat. We do this, then this. We can take our cultivator and do green here. And then we can green it up. Boris, you also deserve some green, so here you go. And now we should be able to put our maple here. It's that a bit crowded. But we have 11 comfort, so that's nice. Yay, Christmas tree for our Christmas celebration. And then we have maple for our Midsummer. And me, Queuebe, will be in Stockholm for Midsummer festivals and celebrations as a true Viking. Now what's left is only a few things. Put the lights there. Put the bonfire in. And we're done. Finally, we have put in the lights on our rocks. So hopefully next time we're sailing out in the night or coming back in the night, we won't be crashing into them. Which actually means that we now can, as the last thing, put our bonfire on top of our lighthouse. Just like that. We put in the wood. Oh, I need to bring some more. And we have our lighthouse. Rudimentary one, but still. And you know what? If we have a proper port now, which this means we need to have our proper boat. And there it is, our longboat. Let's go check it out. So I wanted to wrap up this video on a very good thing or terms and that is having this boat here. Which means we're ready now to go sailing fully to our third boss fight whenever we feel like it and we are ready. Next episode we will be visiting our tradesman here, which was the actual goal for us before going back to the swamps, is to have this proper boat, which holds a lot. It should be way faster. And we have now a proper port. It needs a bit of decoration here and there. We'll see in our Let's Plays how we decide to improve it. There are more boats, so it means we will need to expand this port further to accommodate, what, 2 more boats? 1 more boat? I think 2 more boats. 1 for Ashlands, and I think there is in between boat before this, but I'm not sure. Then I parked my little boat here, our first little boat, here for now as a temporary storage. This pier also works for that. And let's now skip towards the night and see if our lighthouse and our markers, or cardinals as they say in sailing terms, are working as they should. I really love how this base is turning out to be. I really like how our towers and the lighthouse looks, and the pier and the port. Now we need to think about what we're doing with the rest of it. Because, believe it or not, this is just an outpost. Our first starter base. The little one. We're gonna need a lot of place real soon when we venture out to different biomes after our swamplands. And look at that. It actually works. Yeah, I might need to redo them blue, so I know which mouth to exactly go to. And yeah, now our lighthouse. It actually kind of works. It's really nice, and it's really beautiful. In these clear nights, When everything's glowing, you just love Valheim. You cannot not love the game. And as we park our boat, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you like my Let's Plays, consider subscribing. And see you soon. Queuebe is out.